Hello everyone, I welcome you all to this 30 days masterclass series on electric vehicle design using MATLAB Simulink. Today is day 1 and we are going to discuss about vehicle modeling, and I welcome you once again everyone here. Yes, I welcome Ramuturai, Sai Sutagar, Menila, Nishant, Abhinash, warm welcome participants, Magaji, Ratna Raju, Abhishek, Karthik, Ravi Mata, Yogendra. Very good evening, Gautam, Techroot, Jubin, yes, welcome participants, Ashwini, Venkat Sunita, Ram Kumar, super. Very good evening, everyone. I appreciate you. Still, if it is a Sunday, so people are here. It shows your dedications. So you all are the doers. Great. Thank you. You have a better future. So definitely, this kind of attitude will help you. Definitely. Krishna Bharatwaj, I didn't get reply in WhatsApp, sir. Okay, right. I noted. So please WhatsApp me after this live. I will reply you. Not a problem at all. Yes, yesterday I have responded everything, and today I will reply you. So after this live, you please WhatsApp me. I will respond to you. About the Pantech, Pantech is a educational equipments manufacturing company, and you will get lab equipments for EEE, computer science, IT, and AI related products. You can get it. Our vision is to help 10 million students to learn the technology in easy way. So far, we have trained about 1.5 lakh students. So this year we targeted 10 million students. Yes, so you have an announcement at 7:30 p.m. We will share you the attendance form in the live chat. So please don't forget to submit your attendance form. And 25 days attendance is required to get your free webinar participation certificate. And you have another announcement. The batch 4 internship is going to start from today. So you can use this coupon code batch 4 EV. So use this coupon code to get the discount rupees 409 rupees. Yes. Very good evening, everyone. Some loudness. Okay. Am I audible, participants? Am I audible? Am I audible? Can you please comment? Am I audible? Good evening, Omkar. I have to join in internship. See, for the joining in the internship, you just to visit this page. Please visit this page, Mr. Sai Kumar. Yes, thank you. Where we got a certificate. Certificate after this 30 days period, after this 30 day series, you will get an email. So probably 22nd it's going to end. So 22nd is the final class. But probably 23rd or 24th, we will send you the email where you can download your certificate. The playing sounds background. Okay, great. Little less voice. Okay, very huge noises, I think so. So just give me a 1 minute time. Let me change my mic. And, just give me a 1 minute time. Hello. Now is it okay? Now can you able to hear the voice? Sorry for the huge disturbances here. No voice. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, participants. Now, not here. No audible. Yes. Now is it okay? I think my voice has been cleared. So without any disturbance, you can enjoy the class. Yes. So today we are going to discuss about vehicle body model and then tire model, wind and terrain effects. So now we are going to introduce the wind and terrain effects, how our vehicle can respond during these things, and braking mechanism also we are going to include in this vehicle. So are you ready to learn these concepts? Are you ready to learn these concepts? Please comment in the comment box. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. So actually vehicle body model already we have discussed it two times in the day one class as well as then I mean second and third class I think so. So have you practiced this vehicle model with the MATLAB Simulink? So can you please comment? Super ready, great Gautam. So have you practiced the vehicle model with the MATLAB Simulink? Yes, thank you. So now let us take the same thing. So first we should develop the vehicle, and after that we have to include the terrain, road surfaces. Similarly, that is that additional points like aerodynamic drag issues and all we have taken care. And finally, if you apply a driver signal to the vehicle, then your vehicle will be completely ready. So and after that, if you connect a motor with this system, then your vehicle is ready to kickstart. So first you should develop a free body diagram, and after that you have to add the wind and terrain effects, and after that you have to include the control signals like a driver signals, and after that you have to include the sensors like what is the sensor value, how we can extract the parameter from the vehicle, and once if you finish the three steps, then you can then your vehicle will be completely ready to kickstart to move on the road, right? So yes, thank you. I could see a lot of yes answers. I hope you have practiced all the experiments. So now let us take the same experiment, and we are going to take this basic parameters like a vehicle type, half car model, and then weight of the vehicles, and then dimensions of the vehicle. So let us take the Simulink. So those who are all not practiced, so please at least practice today onward, so that you could cover the entire vehicle, entire EV system with the MATLAB Simulink. So just to create a vehicle body. Yes. So just to create, save the simulation. Day 21, experiment 1. Yes. So now we should what we have to do. So we have to take a vehicle body and then tire, and after that you have to include the sensors so that you can see the output, how the vehicle is going to be run, right? So in that case, just to take a vehicle body, just to follow this instructions. So just to take a vehicle body and feed the data whatever you have. So just to feed the data. Yes. So so now just open the vehicle body parameter. So we have to feed exact data whatever we took as a example, right? And yes, see the mass of the vehicle is 80 plus 237, and the number of axles per number of wheels per axle is 1. So since it's half car model, and horizontal distance from the front axle. So front axle 1520 mm. So 1520 mm. And similarly, rear axle 1400 mm. Yes, and then center of gravity height is 254 mm. Right? So other things no need. And then drag coefficient, the frontal area 1.33 meter square, 1.33 meter square. And then drag coefficient, you can use it, since it's a half hour model, you can use this 1.2, and air density generally 1.125 also sometime you may use it. So just apply this one. Now we have to take a tire model. So just take tire magic formula. Yes. So just to take this one and then rotate it. And so here I just open the tire model and use this one, load constant magic formula coefficients. So in that case, by default the value will be applied, and then geometry, the tire radius you have to taken care. So the tire radius is about, see here the tire diameter 18 inch. So in that case the radius will be the tire 9 inch, right? So the radius will be 9 inch. And then rolling resistance, you can just enable this rolling resistance and apply this value 0.005. Yes. So here Tejas Raj, after, just WhatsApp me after this live, I will respond to you, right? Okay, thank you. And will we get all these videos of the session for who are all participating in the webinar? No, it's not possible. You have to follow the YouTube live only. So just connect this one, and this is the frontal, rear wheel, and then this is the front wheel. Just click. Yes. So just connect hub, because already we have seen this experiment, so no need to wait. And so the tire has been modeled, right? And similarly, now we have to include the wind and then terrain effects, right? And so these are all the sensor data, so no need to discuss. I mean, no tire information right now we don't require. So in that case, just use a PS terminator. So just use the PS terminator. Yes, and after that, this is wind and then wind and then terrain effects, right? So here, this block is used to sense your vehicle velocity, right? So the longitudinal velocity we can get. So for that one, you can use the sensor value called, yeah. See here, that is translational. motion sensor, right? So translation, just take translational motion sensor. Yes. So just connect as per this one. All right. Okay. We have to connect at this point. Sorry. So which means that we are going to measure the vehicle longitudinal speed, and similarly that C is the reference mechanical reference one. So we have to take care, and similarly, so take a PS constant. Take a PS constant to feed the wind and then terrain effects, right? So this is the wind input, and this is the terrain inputs. As we know that the terrain inputs, see generally the terrain nothing but the road, whether if it is an up gradient or down gradient, so we should feed the data via the degree, but MATLAB will receive only the radians. See here, suppose if you are applying 5 degree either down slope, so for the down slope it is a minus, and the 5 degree is the 5, and we have to convert this 5 into radian per second, radian. So in that case, you have to apply uh, 5 by 180, 180, right? So which means that minus denotes the down gradient, 5 denotes the degree, how much degree the value is going to be slope. See generally the maximum slope will be like a 45 degree. For a hill climbing, that is a dedicated hill area vehicle will be more than that gradient. But generally the 45 degree will be the minimum capacity of the vehicle, right? And then pi by 180 denotes that degree to radian conversion, because this MATLAB will receive a degree as a radian unit. So we have to add this one, pi by 180 degree, right? And now we can measure the speed of the vehicle. So just to take a scope block, and in between PS2 Simulink converter you need. So just to take a PS2 Simulink converter, just to take this one. Yes. So now we have connected all these things, and the header file we have to include. So take a solver configuration. So since it's a Simscape component, so we have to use the assign this header file. So solver configuration, right? So do you have any questions? Kameshwar, yeah, actually the next experiment, instead of constant, we are going to use the lookup table to add the terrain effect. So please engage the class. Yes. So now, do you have any? Yes, thank you, participants. No, sir, thank you. So now let us move to the next one, and yeah, so everything has been connected. So here, this is the two output values. Here you can see the speed of the vehicle in kilometer, and then distance in meter, right? So from this one you have to take it. So just to take this block. So just to take this block and take a reference one, mechanical reference. So just to use the mechanical reference, forget it. Just a second. Yeah. So just to take mechanical. Yeah. So just take this mechanical translational reference. Just to connect it and take the same PS2 Simulink converter. So this is the vehicle speed in the kilometer and distance covered by the vehicle, and take these two values. Yes. So now let us run this vehicle. So let us assume that wind is going to be constant to 1. You can feed the wind using this lookup table also. So I will share you the lookup table information in the next experiment. So please keep engaged with the entire class. So can you let us run the simulation for just few seconds. So let us run this one. So here the vehicle is in the negative slope. So in that case, this vehicle will be keep on in the positive speed, right? So because that the terrain is not closed, so which means that yes, yeah. See here the keep on. The vehicle is going to be keep on running because the distance is keep on increasing. Whereas once if the terrain degree is saturated, the vehicle speed also will get saturated. So still the vehicle will be in the running conditions because the scope of the slope of the terrain is it's endless. So in this case, see here downslope, here we have 5-degree downslope we have used. So we kept our vehicle at here this point, right? So we kept this vehicle at this point. So here the down gradient will be a constant. So in that case, the speed of the vehicle, once if it is the slope is saturated, in that case the keep on the vehicle will be in the constant speed. Suppose instead of this gradient, because the road will be it's not always keep on negative or positive slope. Sometime it will be positive and then sometime it will be negative. So in that case, let us assume that the road is going to be like this. So road is going to be like this. So now we have to feed these two values. So we have to form this gradient as a lookup table and then feed it to this terrain input. So in that case, what it will be? So whenever the vehicle is in the downslope, after some time we have to whether the vehicle reached the zero speed or not. So whenever the slope is there, then the vehicle will be in the respective polarity of the speed. Similarly, once if the terrain is closed, nothing but the slope is closed, so it slope reaches to the 0 degree. So here let us take this the 5 degree. So this 5 degree. Once if it is here, then this degree will be a 0 degree, right? So in that case, this vehicle should not be in the the vehicle should be at zero speed, not a maximum speed. So now we are going to develop a lookup table for this one and feed to the vehicle, right? So this is our vehicle body. So free body diagram. So this is our vehicle free body diagram. So here we are going to include this, include that one, right? So how we can include that one? So here in the MATLAB, I will share you the sample data. So this sample data I will share you. So you just take this one. In tomorrow email, I will share you the sample data. Yeah, terrain data. See, this terrain data denotes that plot x position, comma, slope. Plot dst comma slope. Yes. Yeah. And plot x position. Just a second, I forget the command. Yeah. See here, this is our down gradient data sets, terrain data sets. At the zeroth instant, the slope has been started. Once if it is reached at the ninth instant, then the slope is almost zero level, right? So now we are going to keep our vehicle at this point, and we are going to test whether the speed of the vehicle is reached zero level at this point or not. So in between, we can apply a brake to control the vehicle, right? So we are going to apply a brake to control the vehicle. So how we can feed this data? So this is the like a MATLAB data. See here x position and then y position, and similarly the two variable, the slope and then distance. So these four variables will be available on the terrain data sets. So this is a mat file. So similarly, data sets like in the machine learning or artificial intelligence, so there will be some data sets used to train the system. So similarly, here we have used these data sets. This data set is available in the MATLAB default library file. Still, if you want to load this data sets, so just check in the YouTube. You can understand how to create a data sets for this Simulink files. So like that, you can get a lot of stuff. So in that aspect, we are going to take this as a data set for our vehicle, and for this MATLAB file, for this program, we are going to use this one. So here for that one, you have to take a lookup table. So the lookup table is just to take this one, PS search PS lookup table. Yeah, so just to take a PS lookup table one dimensions. Right, see here So this we are going to take it, and this is the distance of the vehicle, right? So this distance can be directly connected to here, because so the speed, previous speed must be connected to the current terrain. So in that case, just connect this value to this one, and finally you can feed this one. Just remove this constant and connect it here. So now we have to feed the value, like see here, this is the table grid vector. So the table grid vector, so now we are going to feed as a distance, right? So the distance generally will be in the meter, right? So how much is the meter? So as we know that the terrain data sets is the 4 variables. So the distance is the one parameter, and then slope is the another parameter. Okay. So we are going to feed the value. So just open this dist. So distance and then slope. So here we are going to apply a slope. Slope slope, and then degree will be the radians. So here you have to use whatever the parameter I mean what, whatever you have used the parameter data set, so the same parameter you have to use it. So dist and then slope. Right, so we have applied this one. So now the same see here, this formula has been applied. So this terrains we have applied to this vehicle, right? So this terrain we have applied to this vehicle. So now let us check how this vehicle can be responded. So here we are going to measure the vehicle speed as well as the distance traveled, distance covered by the vehicle. So earlier we kept only the -5 degree, so the slope is endless. So keep on the vehicle will be in the running conditions. So now the slope is limited, right? After some time the slope is going to be a 0 degree. So we are going to verify the vehicle speed response during the slope as well as the after the slope. Right? Is it clear? So this is the initial conditions for the this experiment. Is it clear? So please comment in the comment box. Yes, I am waiting for your reply. Yeah, thank you participants. So now let us try to run this one. Yeah. See here, earlier the vehicle speed was keep on trying, right? Keep on increase. See here, this experiment. So this is the distance traveled by the vehicle. See, once if the slope is finished, after this the distance is limited, right? So I mean what? Yeah, the vehicle distance is 0. I mean the change of distance is 0, right? Yeah, we can use that rotational free end also. Ratnaraju, yeah, you have to use the rotational free end. So actually for simplicity purpose, I have used this one. Right. So you please practice this experiment in your MATLAB and then share the output in the video comment box. Right. So that is more important. At least suppose if you have not followed the past 20-day classes, if you follow this next 4 days classes, then definitely you can build your EV with MATLAB Simulink. So within 1 or 2 days. Right. So all these files will be available on the internship portal. So try to use this one. So now we are going to add the. Now we are going to add the. I mean what, braking mechanism. So let us check how the brake will be respond. See here we are going to apply a brake at this point and then at certain this point. Right. See here. you can use the rotational free end to get a smooth speed. Rotational free end. And similarly here. See here, you can check that the radius, I mean changes. See here, the slope, speed return slope is very steep. So now we just run the simulation. You can understand the variations of the rotations. Yeah. So now we are going to add these braking mechanisms. So for that one, here we have to apply a front brake, I mean rear brake, and then here we are to apply a front brake. See for that one, just to take this brake. So for getting the brake, see here. We are going to take one component called rotational friction. Yes, here. See here the loaded contact rotational friction. And see here generally this is like a disc brake. You can use the radius, how much radius if you want to apply. So generally you can keep it up to 300 mm. So that is the 300 mm is the maximum value. So I am going to use it like a 280 mm. And other than this, if you know these values is if you have a perfectly calculated the mechanical parameters, all the parameters, you can feed it here. So here you have a complete facility to feed all the values. So initial conditions and then viscous losses, how much losses is going to be there, and other things. So you can feed it. But by generally we are going to take it only the torque radius. So if you reduce the radius, then the speed responses also will get changed, right? So this now we are going to use at this point. Yeah, so this is the first one. Similarly, just to take a rotational free end, sorry, mechanical rotational reference frame. Yes, similarly take another brake. So here you have to apply. Yes, and again just to take the reference one. So since these are all the moving parts, so we have to use the mechanical rotational reference. And now we are going to apply a value at this one. So for that one, just to take a Simulink to PS converter. Simulink to PS converter. Yes, and take. See here, here only we are going to apply a brake signal. So take a step unit. Step, just to take a step, and see here as per our diagram. At 20th I mean see here this is the x-axis value. See here at the 10th instant only the slope is going to start. So in that case we can apply a brake at like in between here. So in between anywhere you can apply the brake. So this is one brake, and we can apply a second brake here. So let us check one by one. Just connect, and the brake value you have to take it front and then brake. So just apply the Newton meter. So this is the value, brake value will be the Newton meter. So let us take first let us take a front brake and then rear brake. Right. So front brake we can apply at 20th seconds. So initially will be 0 and then final value will be like 100 Newton, and the step time is 20th seconds. We are going to apply a 100 Newton meter torque to the brake. Similarly, at 25th seconds, we can apply few more torque. So like earlier we have applied 100 Newton meter, now let us apply 200 Newton meter. So let us check how the vehicle is going to be response. So earlier, whatever the slope, for that slope, the vehicle has been the vehicle has been responded. See now here, 20th instant we have applied 100 Newton meter for the front wheel. At the 25th instant, we have applied more than the previous torque. So in that case, the vehicle speed is approached to 0. Right? So it's a vehicle has been controlled. So now you can apply this one at anywhere instant between these things. See 20th instead of 20 you can apply 15 second. So just to try to run this one. Yeah, see here that 15th instant the vehicle speed has been reached. So like that you can practice your own and then share the output in the video comment box. Right? So is it clear? Is it clear? Yes, thank you. So like this, you have to practice and then feed this one. So tomorrow we will discuss about gear mechanisms, how we can implement the multi-speed gear for the same vehicle. So in without fail, so please start your practice. Yes, thank you participants. Thanks for your valuable comment. Yes. Can we import CAD model? Yeah, you can use that one. Nazrul Islam, to get a recorded classes, just enroll into the internship to get all the classes. Not only all the classes, you can download all the MATLAB project files also, so that you can use it for your purpose. So batch 4 internship has been started. Four-wheeler, this is the same process. So you can use the same process for the four-wheeler also. So instead of two number of wheels per axle, just to keep it a four, then sorry two, then you can use it. Yes, Izzat Hussain, we will upload it, the balance classes by tomorrow morning. LMS portal, we will upload it tomorrow morning. So 16th is the last date for the batch 4. Now you can ask your questions. So internship, you can access, you can attend any time. right? For the internship, no need of any attendance form. So based on your video watch, your attendance will get calculated. Thank you, Govindan. LMS portal LMS portal is like so this is our LMS portal. So just log in here to access all the internship classes. Certificate we will share you by email. For Bangladesh, we don't have a support as of now. You can use it another vehicle body for the four-wheeler modeling also, Mr. Ratna Raju. How can we model a tracked vehicle? Really, what is your query? I am not able to get your questions clearly. So here I will share you the link. So just click this link and apply the coupon code. Apply the coupon code. So just add to the cart. And apply here your coupon code batch 1, batch 4 EV. Yeah, so like that now you can fill the value, fill the informations whatever it is there, and you can place the order. So like that you can enroll into the internship. So please rewatch the video, Mr. Saksham Bhatia. So please rewatch the video. Attendance link will be uploaded in the video description as well as comment box after this live. Yes. Any more doubt? Model tracked vehicle. See, please clear your. I'm not able to get your questions, Mr. Sanjay. Please send the clear question. Thank you, Kumpar Subham. Kumpar Subham. Thank you. Thanks for your comment. So, if you feel now this course is used for internship. Yeah, yes, Mr. Avinash. Tracked vehicle. Thanks. Yeah, actually, this is the fundamental logic to develop any kind of vehicle. All these files are available in the internship portal. Try to use this one. Attendance link is not working. Just a second, I will share you the attendance link. Attendance link perfectly working. So please check here. Attendance link is perfectly working. So I will share you in the live chat. So please. Also, it's available on the top of the chat. So please use this form to submit your attendance. how get the projects during the internship. See here in the internship. See in the internship. See here the PFC converter is a one project, and then all the motor controls are all are the projects, right? Five projects, and then battery estimation and then battery protections are the one project, and then BMS is the another project. So like that I have modeled all the projects and then given into the internship portal. So you have to follow the lectures and then practice the same project whatever we developed. Actually in the internship we have given step by step procedure how to create the project in the MATLAB Simulink. So you have to follow the video lecture and then you have to create the project. Suppose if you are facing any issues, you just download the project whatever I have developed and then show make it downloadable. So just download the project and then check your error and then keep it for your further research purpose. So that project you can include in your resumes also. Similarly, you can create your GitHub profile. Mr. Sai Sheikh Shalim, I have used for a half car model. So the same process you can use it for the full car model also. Thank you, Mardi. Thanks for your comment. Attendance link is in the top of the chat, so please check, Miss Anjali. If you have any more questions, you please WhatsApp share me here. I will respond to you. I hope you have enjoyed this today class. Please share your video feedback to my WhatsApp number. So this is my WhatsApp number. So please share your video feedback to this WhatsApp number. And I'm not in WhatsApp VIP WhatsApp group. How to join this group? Suraj Patil. So please share your email ID to my WhatsApp number. So this is my WhatsApp number. So after this live, I will give you the link. If you have any doubts, so please share your doubts. Internship portal already I have shared many times. So just log into this website. Sushil, I have shared the classes link. You please check it. Yeah, Mr. Praveen from fourth batch booking is started from today, so you can check it. Thank you, Maruti. Thank you, Lukesh. Triple E Lukesh. Thank you, D'Souza. Thank you so much for your comment. Thank you, Sheikh. If you have any more questions, you please ask me. Yes. Thank you, participants. Thanks for your valuable time here. And if you have any more questions, Nani 148 tutorials. Sir, I am from third batch. MEC. Okay. Yeah, you please join in the WhatsApp group as well as that try to access all the internship portal. So if you are facing any issues, so please WhatsApp me. I will give you the solutions. Thank you, participants. Thanks for your valuable time.